Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. Second and 10.
Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Go. Ray. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Go. Hey, Ram. Hey, go Lion. Locked it.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man and he hits him in stride. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the 1st drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Baylor Tiger. Let's go, man.
Again, Herbert. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Yellow, yellow. 15, 15. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Right side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
I don't need to. Hey, yellow, hey, go. Right side.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Chiefs hit 9 and 3 here on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
so 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Yellow. 15. Right side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys
I like
in the
that.
circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
59. Hey, go orange.
Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And just shutting him off there. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
He's got it at the 15.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football
as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Oh, design run for their wideout. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
2nd down and 8.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Herbert.
Now this one finds McConkey.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Go. Hey, ram.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Powerful running. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They snap it to Herbert. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Yellow.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Second down and 4.
15. Fight on these two. 15.
Mahomes now to throw.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. Big strides. Look at him go. He may go. Travis Kelsey.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, an even 90 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 10-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Able to fight through one tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard.
It's wheeled in downfield by Johnston.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. Looking to throw. Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
5-9, 5-9. Hey, Catholic.
Herbert back to the air. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Easy. Right.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
15, 15. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. Attack, attack.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
Here's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Look at the big man rumble. He may go.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it a 17-10 score.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Butker now to add the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. (17-17) the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Herbert now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And in the second half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Now Herbert going to change the look.
try and run for it on the draw. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Go. 12, 21.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. Touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 37 yards.
And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do.
To the right side and intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
Down the left sideline.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. 32 yards.
And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Mahomes.
That's to the former Cardinal and Raven. It's Hollywood Brown.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Shoves him aside.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, L.A.
Quentin Johnston.
39 yards.
distance. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mahomes going to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what...
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Hey, Kaplan. Go. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert.
That one complete to McConkey.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ray. Set.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Nifty move. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Now it's Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back at the 16 now after the sack. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis.
This was almost what Herb referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yellow. Right.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Hey, dribble in, dribble in.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Attack, attack.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards there and a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 36 yards.
And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2nd and a couple.
Hey, go Lion, 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 Lion. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Quentin Johnston,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Chargers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now up to 14.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look, and Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Home troops right. Ready.
Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Darius Davis.
42 yards.
And the Chargers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. The Charger drive about to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
5-9. Go.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go. Ray.
They're going to pass here with Herbert.
Now this one finds McConkey.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Ladd McConkey.
39 yards.
And the Chargers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Mahomes now to throw.
That one caught by Rice.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yellow. 15.
Mahomes to throw once more.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Hey, rip list.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
15.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
15. Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And now look at him go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Dicker down attack on the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually...
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Elijah Molden.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception.
Down the left sideline.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.